I want to talk to you about a comping concept that I call 2+2 splits. I remember seeing a masterclass with Kurt Rosenwinkel on YouTube a few years ago, and he was basically talking about him playing like roots and sevenths and fifth and thirds together as a way to self-comp when he was playing standards. So I was fascinated about the way that sounded and how easy it was to use immediately. If we take like a C minor 7, right? Root and 7 would be here, and fifth and third here on the lower two strings, right? And that's really easy to remember because it's sort of, you know, it's based around this shape with root on the fifth string that you all know, which is this one. It's not that one, which is this one. Right. So it's easy to locate in that sense for almost every guitar player, I think. And then the other place we can find that shape is here. 5, 6 on the 8th fret here. And obviously this is also really easy to locate because it's coming from this shape. So root on the 6th string. Just a quick note on the right hand. I forgot to mention that in the video, but I do hybrid picking to be able to pick two notes at the same time. So for these kind of things, like when the notes are not on consecutive strings, it's not really effective to go just with a pick, because you get a lot of extra noise and stuff that you don't want. So it's much better to do it with a hybrid style, or just obviously with finger style. If you play without a pick, that's fine too. So now we have two easy to remember shapes that we can use for like C minor 7 here. So which is cool, because I think as guitar players we have a tendency to, like, if we have a bar of C minor 7, you know, the initial tendency is to just find a grip that you like and then just play that for the entire bar. But now when you have these little two-note motifs, you can do other things. You can add more emotion into it. So if we look at those a little bit closer, like if we don't split them up, but we play them all at the same time, we got this. It's a 4-note chord, right? And this is a drop 2 voicing on the lower string set, so string 6, 5, 4, 3. And same goes for this one. So that means those two were really easy to find, but if it's a 4-note chord, we obviously have 2 more inversions that we need to check out. So if we start here, we got this one. The next inversion is going to be this one with the root on top. It's going to be this voicing. So, you know, you could play like this. But now let's use this one as a... I just love the way this feels on the guitar, like for the hands. It's just really simple. This two pairs of 6 like that. And I locate this one by thinking by the root on the top. So this, if this is the root, I know that this is my minor voicing. So now we can connect the first one, this one, with this one by using this one in between, right? So we got 3 now, and we can move more fluently in that direction. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, we can go. So that's the third one. One more inversion, right? So this one that we did with the 3rd on the top, if we move up to the next inversion, we get the 5th on top, and it's this voicing, right? C minor 7 with the 5th on top. Right, so we have these 2 notes, and for some reason, don't ask me why, but whenever I have a 5th on top, it doesn't really matter if I do this with like a minor chord or a major chord, half diminished, I don't know why, but with the 5th is on top, I split it up like this. So first the large interval, like with the lower string and the top string, and then I do the cluster in the middle. I think I just like the sound of it, but also I think it, for some reason, my brain can handle the information faster when I see the fifth on top. If I do this, sometimes I can't process quickly enough, but this is sort of reminds me of other shapes I usually play, like this, the spread triad voicing, for example. But you know, it might be different for you. You don't have to do it like that. But what I'm saying is that I do it like 2 plus 2 like this. 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2. And now we have four note chords, four note chords that we split up in 2 plus 2. So we have a lot of options now for our C minor 7 here, which is really cool. Obviously we can do this for dominant chords, for major 7 chords, for half diminished chords, as well, using just our knowledge of drop 2 voicings on the lower string set. Also, I think it's a really cool way of actually use those drop 2 voicings, because I don't know, I don't really tend to play those drop 2 voicings on that string set that often anyway. Like, I don't really play this. However, I use drop 2s a lot on the middle string set, on like 5 to string 5 to string 2, like, you know, your basic. So maybe not that voicing, but you know, stuff like so those strings in consecutive order I do use a lot, but not really these 4 in consecutive order like that. Maybe I should. This is actually a really cool sound, especially on the telly. If you pick it by the bridge, you get great definition, right? But before we learn any of those other chord qualities, like the major and dominant and half diminished, I think it's a good idea for you to get really comfortable with this one. And with that, I mean, if you start in C minor 7 like this, you should maybe take it around a cycle of fifths, right? Or cycle of fourths. Let's play all these again. And now, for practice, let's move to F minor, right? To the next one in the cycle of fifths. So if and let's not just immediately jump down here because that's our lowest F. Maybe, you know, better to practice. If we're here on the guitar on this C minor 7, what's the nearest F we could take? Well, there's actually 2. We could go up here. Or we could actually just go down here. And then we play the 4 inversions of that chord before moving on to next chord, like B flat minor. I would suggest doing this with a metronome at a really slow speed. So, well, obviously first do some work on it without the metronome, on just like C minor 7, to make sure you have the shapes down, and not only the shapes, that you know when you play this, you know that you're playing with the 7th on top and with the root here. You know that, so you can easily find that in another key. And when you're playing here, you know that, oh, this is the root on top. It's this shape. And no here, that with the minor 3rd on top, you have this shape here. And you know, always think about what you're doing so you can easily change keys. So don't just learn this shape, learn that, oh, the 5th is on top, the 5th is G, and you do that right. But then bring out the metronome, right? Comfortable speed, but just a fixed tempo, so you actually have to perform. You have to nail the changes of this exercise. And if you can't do it, just you don't have to lower the speed of the metronome, but just like, you know, if it's difficult, let the metronome click like 8 times before moving notes and moving chords. But just found something that actually keeps you going, so you don't have to stop to think, because that's what, you know, that's what it's all about when you're playing with other people and you're improvising. So that part is important. So I suggest you turn on a click and you go through the inversions. Hey again, another quick note. In terms of practicing with a metronome, I'm using the metronome to practice my computational processing power, like how quickly I can figure stuff out in my brain where the next inversion of things are. If we turn this on like 69 BPMs, like maybe the end goal would be to be able to play that with 8 notes. But before that, obviously, we could do quarter notes like that. But it doesn't really matter. You could do it like maybe 4 beats before you change the chord, right? So whatever amount of beats you need to be able to do it without stopping, without making mistakes. And this becomes even more important when we do voice leading to different chords. So we do C minor, let's say we do C minor 7 to F minor 7 to B flat minor 7. So let's say I would do it for 2 clicks per note, okay? And then I would let's play 2 inversions of C minor 7 and then 2 inversions of F minor 7 and so on. So then it will be 3, 4. So 2 clicks, still C minor 7 and F minor 7. Now. Okay, and then go to B flat minor 7. So that's how I use it, just to be able to process that quickly. Like if you end up here in a C minor 7 and you're gonna change to F minor 7, what time do you need to realize that the top note is also the 5th of an F chord, of an F minor chord? So and then you know that you can use this grip, right? So that's what I'm practicing with the metronome, not so much the actual speed with the fingers. It's the brain power, more or less. Okay. Like this. So C minor 7. Next one. And then go to F minor 7. And then to B flat minor. Sorry. And the E flat minor 7. A flat minor. Oh, actually here. D flat. I made some mistakes there. I need to work on that a lot as well. But this is the exercise, right? Making sure that you got this down with a minor 7 chord quality. And when you feel okay with that, I suggest maybe move on to like a dominant 7 chord. And then you can start chaining those together. We'll look at that in the next session, I think. Then you can do C minor 7 to an F major. So we can start building some 2-5-1s after a while, right? And there's even more stuff we can do with it later. We can start adding some counter lines, so some more motion on one of the notes. So we have a C minor 7, we start making motion like. If you head over to the Patreon channel, there is a PDF there with all the chord diagrams of all the grips. So please head over there if you're interested. All right. Take care. See you in the next one.